Voltage dividers. Well, voltage divider creates a voltage which is some fraction of its voltage source. So V out is the voltage divider, and it is just a small fraction of our source voltage. So understanding this series circuit, and we want to get the V out. So resistance equivalent is the 40 ohms plus 10 ohms, which is 50 ohms. So getting the total current is equivalent to V over R, which is 10 volts over 50 ohms, which is 0.2 amperes. So our V out is I times R, which is equivalent to 0.2 times 10. So basically, we are going to get 2 volts as our voltage divider. So what do we understand by that? We understand that we can generally say that equation that describes the output of any two resistor in a voltage is what we are defining as voltage divider. So here are the simple formulas of this, and R1 plus R2, which is in series, is our equivalent resistance, and I is equivalent to Vs over R equivalent. So the V out, which is this, we can always say that V out is I over R2. So generally, we can say that V out is equivalent to Vs over R equivalent, our total resistance, multiplied by R2. Therefore, this is this, and this. So our Vs is equivalent to R over R1 plus R2. So in general, we can say that our overall equation is V out is equivalent to Vs over Rx, that is probably the R2 or the number we will give over R equivalent. The R equivalent is the total resistance. So understanding that, we can go on and say that when we attach, for example, when we attach another resistor load in here, so it reduces the output voltage. And then when we want to understand the output voltage that comes out from here, we'll get that the total resistance output voltage will be very little. So we can say that V out is equivalent to Vs, which is this over R2 over R1 plus R2 from the previous formula, and we can say that Vs, which is this, and we understand that R2 and RL are in series, are in parallel, whereby we can say that R2 over RL plus R1 plus R2, which is in parallel to plus R1, which is in parallel to R2 at RL. And understanding that if the load resistance is much greater than the R2, then the output voltage only drops a bit. So the load current should be much less than the divider current. So generally, that is a basic explanation of voltage dividers.